Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Balance of Being Sports Podcast, which you got a host with the most member of the planet, Yawa, King ECG, and Manila.
Yo, it's your boy Da Vinci, star of the ego, feed the soul.
So, before we used to do breakdowns of the UFC fights before they happened, but now we're just doing recaps, okay? So just understand, these might come on a little later. This is our personal opinion. First of all, this weekend was packed with fighting. I mean, the amount of boxing I had to absorb on Saturday night, as well as the UFC, I had to write stuff down, people. I'm sorry, because
You had fighters a coma.
I was punch drunk. I didn't even get punched. You know what I mean? But the first things first, Gilbert Burns against, pronounce it again for me, fam?
Hamzat Chimaev.
So Hamzat Chimaev, okay?
Yeah.
I got it. You see? My fam helped me out here. Okay? So Hamzat Chimaev, okay?
Yeah.
Versus Gilbert Burns. So you want to go first? Because like I said, I have a written down thought that I have of watching the fight. And then I'm of course gonna put a little bit of extra spin on it, but I just wanted to.
Okay, first of all, obviously this is my favorite fight on the card. First of all, let me say props to Gilbert Burns for even taking this fight that a lot of guys shied away from and did not want to go up against Hamza. There's a lot of guys turn on this fight. So props to him for being a man, stepping up, for fighting such a monster. And to the fight now. The fight was phenomenal. It's not the normal Hamzat fight everybody sees. Huh?
Yeah.
He just takes you down, mauls you, and smash you. But I think there's attention to details, a lot of attention to details in this fight. I think this fight was the best thing to happen in his career. And for him not to finish this fight, that was the best thing for his career. This fight here, to fight a guy that's the number 2 guy in the division, to stand toe-to-toe with him, and pretty much 90% of the fight was him and his striking. Right?
Yeah. Well, for me, Hamzat and Burns was exciting. It was a back and forth fight.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is one of the reasons why, I have love for mixed martial arts. All right. It's just a different science to this fighting platform. Do you know what I mean?
It's a chess match every time. It's a constant chess match. Yeah.
So Khamzat was doing, good work in the fight. I feel like he was playing around in the second round, though. Like, he got a little too cute. You know what I mean? Like, he got hit and he's smiling and he's like, come on. Do you know what I mean? And he was a little sloppy. But I have to give a lot of credit to Burns because Chabs has, say the name again?
Hamzat Chimaev.
Hamzat Chimaev, okay, was at one point in time beating the hell out of him. Once he got him to the ground and he was mauling him, Burns could have gave up, but Burns didn't give up. You know what I mean? And in the third round, Burns was getting the better of him. I feel in the third round a little bit, not a lot, but he was right. But he didn't falter at all after taking that whipping and getting his head cut from the elbow. He was still in the fight. Do you know what I mean? And he pushed him to the brink. Khamzat. I hope I pronounced it
properly. Oh man, no, stop it, bro. Just call it Hamzat. Just
Hamzat.
keep saying Hamzat. Yeah.
Hamzat. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm trying to pronounce these words all the time. Like I said, I've got 1,000 things going on in my life. Pronouncing somebody's name all the time right is just not something I'm equipped to do at this point.
It's okay, bro. We got you. Just stay to the. Just stick.
So Hamzat, very dominant standing up, but I can tell from the jump that he really just wanted to take him to the ground and beat him. And Burns was definitely aware of that because in the third round, Hamzat wasn't able to take him down as much as he wanted to. Burns was countering a lot of his takedowns, and making it hard and standing with him and trading. I think Burns had a little bit better stand up, but his ground game was obsolete
Well,
compared to Hamzat.
I gotta disagree with you with the takedown part there. I think, listen, I think Hamza could have and would have wanted to take him down a lot because that's not his normal style. His normal style is like if you try and you stop us takedown, he's gonna come right back and he's gonna continue going at you until he gets you down. He's gonna maul you. But that was not him. Um, listen, his striking improved phenomenal. Like wow, like we got to look at this in details. Like if this guy's striking keeps getting better like this,
Yeah.
oh my goodness gracious, I feel
Yeah,
sorry for the
Hamzat
individual.
striking was good. Like I'm
Yeah,
not, I'm just saying when I look at both of them, even though the injuries I seen to Burns, those injuries came due to Burns being on the bottom, pause,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
getting pummeled, right? But when they were
Yeah.
standing up and they're trading blows, Hamzat wasn't getting the better of him as much as he was with the ground game. It was
Well, listen,
almost even because
the thing,
Burns had him looking away in the third, and in the second too when he got cute, he had him
yeah,
looking away when he hit him with a couple lefts and rights.
you know, I think Hamza he needs to learn to The one thing I take away from what I did not like in this fight with him, I appreciated him standing up 3 rounds with Burns. I think it was
Yeah.
phenomenal. It takes two to tangle, and those two guys are beasts. They made fight of the night for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, is I think he punches and he goes in with his head straight on. You saw that, right? That's why he took so much damage. He just goes and he punches in. He's a wild man. He just goes in there. He sticks, and that's why he got hit so much. He needs to learn how to slip. You know, punch, slip.
I think that'll come later on, man. For me,
Yeah,
like I said, when I
it
look
needs
at
to
him,
come now. It needs to come now, bro, because that stuff can get you knocked out.
I understand, but he's been so dominant in all of his other fights that
Hmm.
it's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He
Well, hold
knows
on.
most people. I don't hold on. He knows most people. If he gets them to the ground, he's mauling them.
Yeah,
So they're
yeah.
constantly on the defensive end, trying not to get taken down, which can open him up with his stand up. But you're right. Him leading with his head is not a good thing. You fight somebody that's got some real power in their hands
Yeah,
and has proper technique. It's good night, Irene. But go ahead,
yeah.
sir.
Absolutely, absolutely. You made a very good point. I couldn't agree with you more on that. And also, you said very dominant, right? And throughout his 10 fights we have seen till that night, he's been very dominant. He's been mauling people and all of that stuff. So this is what, and then you will have the part-time MMA fans look at this fight and they would say, "Oh, this wasn't good fight,"
Oh, it's an
because they
awesome fight.
expect. No, no, yeah, I agree. Right? For me and you, it was. But for them now, it'd be like, oh, it wasn't a good fight. Why? Because he didn't finish the guy in the first round. He didn't smash him, right? Right? So
People say the same
that's
thing about boxing, though, right? And
no,
me,
but that's the
I'm
thing.
still trying to learn. I'm still learning in boxing, watching some of the fights I watched over the weekend. Like the difference between good night and a chess game,
Mm,
right? And I feel like Hamzat and Burns was a semi chess game. Hamzat had the better of him, but Burns was trying to make moves to try to capitalize on his technique standing compared to Hamzat. So
yeah, no, like I was saying, I agree, I agree. And like I was saying though, it's great fight for him, and it's the best fight of his career. Reason why he did not finish him. He went into the deep water with him, right? He learned different things about himself tonight that in another fight he probably wouldn't have learned if he keeps finishing guys right off the bat. So you need a
exactly.
fight like this. You definitely need a fight. Every fighter in their career
Needs
needed a fight like
adversity.
this. Yeah,
Needs
a fight
adversity.
like this, right? And he still win. But like I said, for the part-time fight, they wouldn't find it entertaining because they're so used to him finishing and mauling people. So they
Yeah,
don't pay attention to detail, right?
exactly.
Detail and
Context.
context. Yeah,
Yeah.
right? They don't see that. So for me, this was a good fight. And attention to detail again, too, people. The reason why Hamza probably wasn't going down so much and trying to wrestle so much is because we know what month this is.
It's Ramadan.
Yes.
And he
Yes.
probably, you know what I
And
mean?
and this just to show you how much this guy is a warrior and a different animal. Sorry, King, but
That's okay.
he's fighting in this month, where a lot of those gentlemen from that religion they tend to take out this month, right? Khabib have always taken out this month, but this man is such a savage. He just goes
He's
out
a
there fighting.
warrior.
Yeah, he's
Okay, he's a
different, man.
warrior. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this one. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Leave a like, it helps the channel. Subscribe if you enjoy this content. And don't forget, man, okay? We love sports and we hope you do too, okay? But it's your boy King ECG, the man with the plan, the host of the most, Yawa and Manila.
It's your boy Da Vinci. Starve the ego, feed the soul.
Until next time,